I am addicted to afrin.
My nasal spray addiction.
I just heard 2 TikTok videos on basically addiction to nasal sprays. So here's, for example, 2 of these, and these have oxymetazoline. So first of all, the question always is, why do you get addicted to them? Also, they usually should say don't use them more than 3 days. Now, obviously, otolaryngologists like me will give them to patients for sinus issues, sinus disease, for an acute sinusitis for maybe 3 days, 2 days at the max. However, they're highly addicting. When you put the spray in the nose, it takes all the little blood vessels and shrinks them. That's called vasoconstriction. Then when that happens, all the tissue inside your nose opens up. So that means it shrinks. So your airway is open. Now, here's what happens though, it's called rebound congestion. When it stops working, the tissue inside your nose swells up more than it normally does. And this is why you get addicted to afrin. So any of these sprays will do that to you. Now, how you get off of it, we'll have to usually put the patients on a combination of oral and nasal steroids, and then you can taper off the afrin. So it's very dangerous. Please don't use it, especially if you have high blood pressure. It can cause a septal perforation, just like cocaine. Cocaine also is a vasoconstrictor. It shrinks the blood vessels in the nose. That's why you can breathe really well after you do use cocaine in the nose. However, besides it causing a cardiac issue and high blood pressure, could also cause a hole in your septum called a septal perforation. Or it could even cause something worse called a saddle nose deformity, where it eats away the cartilage in the nose and you get a saddling right here.